All righty, well, welcome everybody. We'll go ahead and call the meeting to order. We start with an invocation, which we observe by a moment of silence, followed by the Pledge of Allegiance. Pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all. Clerk, will you call the roll?
Corliss.
Here.
Halliburton.
Here.
Morales.
Here.
Nash.
Here.
Stead.
Here.
Willett.
Here.
All present.
Thank you. And we've got some minutes to approve.
Madam Mayor, I move approval of the minutes for the work session and regular meeting of November 19th, 2024.
Second.
Motion and second, clerk?
Stead.
Yes.
Willett.
Yes.
Corliss.
Yes.
Halliburton.
Yes.
Morales.
Yes.
Nash.
Yes.
All in favor, motion carries.
Madam Mayor, can I speak really quickly to one of the consent items?
No, we're doing special business next.
Okay.
And
ahead.
then you can do that.
Okay.
All right. We have the appointment of Cameron LaFrenz to the Arts and History Commission, a student appointment for a term ending June 30th, 2025. And Cameron and her parents are with us today. So I'll ask for a unanimous consent request.
Madam Mayor, I ask unanimous consent for the appointment of Cameron LaFrenz to the Arts and History Commission for a term ending June 30th, 2025.
Without objection. Wonderful. Cameron, you're official. You're welcome to come up and say a couple things if you want. No pressure, but thank you for your interest in serving. Look forward to having you being involved with the city. Great. Thank you.
Madam Mayor.
Yes.
If I could, I usually save this for at the end of multiple appointments, but we don't have very many youth appointments to our boards anymore. And we have quite a few youth positions for our boards. And I'm really glad that you're doing this because I think it's a really great opportunity, both for you to learn and see how some of the decisions are made, but also for the people who are on this committee to get your input as well. A lot of times when we're making decisions, they affect the future of Boise forever, multiple generations down the road. And it's oftentimes older generations making decisions that have a larger impact on younger generations. And it's not very often that we get a younger generation in there helping make decisions for their own group or for older generations as well. So I just want to thank you for the extra effort that you put into sitting on this committee, the time that it takes. Their volunteer roles, they're really important, and it really does make a difference. So thank you.
Madam Mayor.
Yes.
Just want to echo, Cameron, congratulations. This is really exciting. I'm so glad that you're going to be on Arts and History. That's a committee that I serve on. It's the best one because you get to do really fun things and we really get to highlight what's great about Boise, and I appreciate your parents and here. And, you've had such great examples of parents who are engaged in the community, who want it to be a better place, who are involved. And I'm just so thrilled that I'll get to see you at the meetings and that you're taking your time to do this because there's a lot of things you could be doing and we're going to be really happy to have you. So thank you.
Yeah, Madam Mayor, I just want to express my appreciation also, Cameron, for you stepping on this board. I have the great pleasure to work with your mom on occasions and know her heart and her passion for the city and making it better. And I could be more excited to see that you'll also be entering the realm here, but as a volunteer, and it takes a lot of commitment and time and wanting that to happen. So we are so glad that you stepped up into this role.
All right. Well, thank you and congratulations again. We now have a reappointment. Neither Molly nor Amy are here this evening. But first, we've got the reappointment of Molly Otter to serve on the Historic Preservation Commission. I'm really pleased that Molly was willing to serve another term. She has completed now one term on the Historic Preservation Commission, so I want to thank her for her service.
Madam Mayor, I ask unanimous consent for a reappointment of Molly Otter to the Historic Preservation Commission for a 3-year term ending December 31st, 2027.
Without objection. Thank you, Molly. And now we have the appointment of Amy Johnson to the Design Review Commission.
Madam Mayor, I ask unanimous consent for the appointment of Amy Johnson to the Design Review Commission for a 4-year term ending December 1st, 2028.
Without objection. I want to thank Amy for her interest in serving too. And now we're moving to the consent agenda, so go ahead.
Thank you, Madam Mayor. I just wanted to call out a couple of items here. One is a solar system replica that's going to be in Julia Davis Park in conjunction with the Discovery Center. So I'm really grateful for their partnership on that. I am a huge fan of any kind of public art or science installation. I think it's really exciting. So looking forward to seeing that come to fruition. And also I wanted to just note we received some really terrific support for the naming of the pollinator garden. That's included in this too for Molly Grunwald. And it's great to see the community show their support in that way. I know I received letters, probably we all did, of support, but I don't know her personally, but amazing impact, and look forward to having a park in her name.
All right, I will take a motion on the consent agenda.
And Madam Mayor, I move approval of the consent agenda.
Second.
I have a motion and a second. Any discussion?
Madam Mayor,
Yes.
I'd just like to echo about the naming of the pollinator park. I don't know, I didn't know Molly, but I just was so impressed with her commitment to the community, and what a beautiful way to be honored. And I'm glad that we get these opportunities and that we can really honor Boiseans. So happy to have that in our community.
All right, before I ask the clerk for a vote, I too want to just acknowledge Mary McGowan and all the work that she did, both in her career as well as in her volunteer life. I knew Mary and knew her from probably 1998 onward. Met her early when I moved here and was a Boise State student. And she was always present at so many different things, super engaged both in her life's work that was mission driven, as well as everything that she did outside of work, that was still so tied to her values and mission. And I didn't realize that a move was afoot to do this, and deeply appreciate the effort that went into so many people that shared letters about her impact. Think this is a great spot, given where she lived and where she spent a lot of time, and a well-intentioned and well-chosen acknowledgement of the things that she cared so much about. This pollinator garden, where it's at along the river near our geothermal system, there's just so many pieces of it that I think tie really well into her life and legacy too. So I hope that while it's a small way of acknowledging her work, the most beautiful part of it all is the package, I think, of letters and stories about her, that I hope brings her family much joy. And this creates a place for all of us to remember her as we walk by a pretty special spot on the river too. So, thanks to the Parks Department, the Commission, and everybody that had a part in making this happen.
Stead,
Yes.
Willis,
Yes.
Corliss. Yes. Halliburton,
Yes.
Morales,
Yes.
Nash,
Yes.
all in favor, motion carries.
Thanks, everybody. And next up, we have an ordinance on first and an ordinance on third readings today.
Madam Mayor, I ask unanimous consent that all ordinances on the first reading calendar be read by number and title only and filed for the second reading calendar.
Without objection.
ORD 34-24, an ordinance amending Boise City Code Title 3, Chapter 17, Title 5, Chapter 2, Section 10, and Title 7, Chapter 7A to create a process to allow liquor for special events within public parks, reorganizing portions of the code for clarity and consistency, approving a summary of the ordinance, and providing an effective date.
All right, and now third reading.
Madam Mayor, I move that further reading of ORD 31-24 be dispensed with and the record reflect it has been read the third time in full.
Second.
We have a motion and a second. Clerk?
Stead,
Yes.
Willis,
Yes.
Corliss. Yes. Halliburton,
Yes.
Morales,
Yes.
Nash,
Yes.
all in favor, motion carries. ORD 31-24, An ordinance enacting a property tax rebate program as authorized by Idaho Code Section 50-235, reaffirming that $925,000 has been appropriated to fund the City of Boise tax rebate program, providing instructions and deadlines for property taxpayers to apply for a property tax rebate, setting forth the formula to be used to calculate property tax rebates, providing a method for distribution of property tax rebates, and providing an effective date.
Madam Mayor, I move that ORD 31-24 be approved.
Second.
We have a motion and a second discussion. Clerk?
Stead,
Yes.
Willis,
Yes.
Corliss,
Yes.
Halliburton,
Yes.
Morales,
Yes.
Nash.
Yes.
All in favor, motion carries.
All right. Thank you all. We've got nothing further, so I'll take a motion to adjourn.
Madam Mayor, I move to adjourn.
Second.
All in favor?
Aye.
Opposed? We are adjourned. Thanks, everybody.